What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another Steam Deck video. We're going to take a look at the Steam Deck OLED versus the Steam Deck LCD in some games here. 5 benchmarks and a couple of open world, running around taking a look at performance. I think we're all kind of used to, since the launch of the OLED, there's a little bit of performance gains here and there. There's certainly battery gains, temperature, and all that, which you'll be able to see in all these games here. We are running on stable 3.5.7 for both Steam Decks and 4 gigabytes of VRAM in the BIOS. So like I said, we have 5 games that are going to be side-by-side benchmarks. This is the kind of stuff I love to look at and to make and to watch. I could watch these kinds of comparisons all day long myself. And just something to note, if you see a color temperature difference between the two throughout the video, that's because just out of box they run 6500K and 7500K. You could mess with this a little bit, but I wasn't worried about it for performance here, so just wanted to note that for you that might notice. So I'm mostly going to leave you guys to it. I'll put timestamps in the video. Go around, check out whatever games you want. And I'm also going to do a bit of an outro on the video, some final thoughts if you want to check that out. But ultimately, yeah, the Steam Deck OLED outperforms the LCD in almost every game. While not by a lot, there's usually a few frames, definitely better on temperatures, better battery life. And overall, I've really enjoyed the Steam Deck OLED. Definitely one of my top handhelds that I really enjoy using. And this comparison is really fun. While these are basically the same hardware, although we are shrunk down on our die size when it comes to the Steam Deck OLED, a redesign of the board, faster RAM and all that, technically it's still generation 1. So we're just getting these improvements out of those changes. And it's definitely something I've noticed in all the games I jump into and out of all these comparisons. So anyways, guys, jump in, take a look at all these games, see the difference between the two Steam Decks here. I think this is a lot of fun. This is the kind of information I really like to look at. And then I'll jump in and do an outro and final thoughts at the end. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming and check out the video.
Word to the wise. You don't want a piece of that.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on the United Colonies research facility.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset.
All right, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. A lot of comparisons there, a ton of information in this video showing us the average frame rate, which typically is 2 to 3 FPS in most games. However, during gameplay, you can see anywhere up to like 5-7 FPS difference, just depending on where you're at and what's going on. I always find these kind of comparisons really interesting, and I've been really happy with the changes and the refresh to the Steam Deck OLED between its performance, its battery life, its cooling, and all that. It's really been a nice device to use here that I've really enjoyed, and even though it's not by a lot, that little bit of performance gain at better temperatures and better battery life does mean a little bit to me, and you combine that with the OLED screen, and it's really nice here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the comparisons here for both Steam Decks and maybe got a little something out of seeing what those differences are with these games. Hoping to jump in and do more of this in the future, especially with newer titles. I'm interested to see if that faster RAM and the smaller die size and stuff make any difference when we get into some newer titles and the Steam Deck continues to age. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. As always, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.